I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. Episode 35. Oh, my stars, can you believe it? 35 times. I've been here every Friday night for 35 weeks, and it has been like so much fun. I totally am addicted to Craft Roulette, and I am so glad to have some friends that are a little bit addicted too, because otherwise it just would be me. I can be me by myself anyway. So, okay, so how was your week? In the United States, it was a little bit interesting, and I think we all are, I for one, have found retreat in my crafts, and I have totally appreciated having something to take my mind off of it, things. Another thing that I thought of this week, and maybe it helped me be a little creative with things, maybe not, but it may have, in that I was thinking for class this week, I was preparing for my scrapbooking class, and I thought, I want to make some albums. Well, it was actually before this last week. I want to make some albums, but I don't want to just do 12 by 12s. I want to make some gifts, and I know that 12 by 12s are just too big. They're too much work. I love making 12 by 12s. I've made literally hundreds of 12 by 12 pages, and I thought, what would be a size that my daughter, for instance, would like on her bookshelf? And I thought, well, there's the little ones, and I thought, there's too little. Then it's kind of the Goldilocks thing. And then I thought the 6 by 8, I thought, no, that's not what I want either. And then I remembered the old days when we had 8.5 by 11. And I thought, 8.5 by 11 is a size that I could teach too on Fun University, because it's a size that would be a complete stash buster. MaryGunnFun.com has a whole series on me being a stash buster. I almost bought some stuff today too, you guys. I got a coupon for 20% off online on an online store. Almost did it. I mean, I had my cart filled. I was going through the stuff. I was taking things back out so that I could get it down below my budget. And I almost hit it. I didn't. And then I X'd it out. I felt totally empowered. Anyway, so 8.5 by 11. So I made a whole series for the students in our digital guides, which I think everybody will enjoy making, because we can make them with stuff that we already have. So anyway, then I did a blog on it yesterday, MaryGunnFun.com, but it's just a way of thinking, maybe I've been doing the same old thing too long. Maybe I do need to break out of my mold, which Craft Roulette, honestly, I think has had a big part in me going, I'm just going to shake it up. Every week we have new things to do, new parameters, lots and lots of opportunity to stretch our creativity muscle. And so I think it all kind of plays into each other. Once it's kind of like breaking your inertia too, with I'm in a rut. Let's do something. So I'm glad you're here on Craft Roulette. This is what we kind of do, is get our ruts taken care of, and put some things together that we maybe don't normally put together, and come up with some new creative projects. So to that, I have a very creative lady, very talented woman here tonight to be our guest crafter, and her name is Katie Taylor from Texas. Give her a warm welcome, please.
Hi, guys.
You can't hear it, but they're just going nuts for you.
That's right.
Could you hear it?
I could.
Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun. Well, they're loving you being back. This is Katie's second time to be back, and we're real glad to have her. And we were talking about how it's a little bit easier to come back the second time so far, right?
My nerves are a little calmer.
Yes.
I'm a little more relaxed, but yeah.
And you know what to expect.
I'm excited. Right.
Yeah. Last time we got some pretty weird parameters.
Yes.
I mean, they just were. They were just weird. It was like a building or a house. I don't even remember, but they were strange. And you pulled off this really cute
fall
card.
colors.
Which one was that?
And fall colors, and then whatever that made both you and I think of like paper mache. collage.
Collage. We have taken that bad boy off. No, it's not there. I will come. That may come back when the pain's gone. But no, we took that one off. And yeah, we were doing weird stuff with paper. You can look back on craftroulette.live and see how she did. She did something really cute though. So yay, that's good. So what have you been doing besides the 31 days of Christmas cards, crafty wise, Miss Katie?
That is pretty much it. The 31 days of Christmas cards in October. And I can tell you, I have more Christmas cards made than I've ever had made this early in the season. And a lot of that has to do with the cards that actually made it to my YouTube video. But then for every one you saw in my YouTube video, there were 5 that I had to play around with, mess up. So I have quite a bit of Christmas cards.
Yes, you do. Because you guys have to go to YouTube and Katie, Scrappin' Katie. Anyway, it's going to be on our blog on Monday. Or you can look in craftroulette.live under Guest Hall of Fame and find Katie's information. But that was a really stinking great series that you and some of our other guest crafters put together. And
yes, thank you.
And Katie had kind of a big day today. She, you want to tell us about it?
Yes, I finally hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yay! That's a really big deal. And you know what? Your second thought is after you get that 1,000, how do I get 2? Right?
Yes.
But
right now it's how do I get 1,500 more watch hours?
Because we're
gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah. So go subscribe.
There's that double parameter.
Go subscribe and watch. Watch lots of videos. Just go ahead and turn it on at night and walk away and give her some hours.
That's right. Just watch.
Because YouTube does all sorts of little they have all sorts of little hoops you have to jump through for special attention and things like that. But you're well on your way, so you should kiss your brain.
Thank you.
That's right. There you go. Well, we've got a good group of people here tonight. I'm excited to see them. Thank you so much for spending a little time with us on Friday night here at Craft Roulette. What else do we need to talk about? I see a few new names, a few that maybe don't know about Craft Roulette. So maybe it's a good time to go ahead and play our little video about what Craft Roulette is, and we will see you in just a minute, Katie. Miss 1K.
Sounds good.
All right.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on Facebook.com/MerryGunFun and archived on YouTube.com/CraftRoulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on MerryGunFun.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
And there we go. We're back on, and we're ready to look at last week's crafts. You know, the parameters were pretty easy on us last week. We had we spin 4 times, like you saw in the video. We get a project, which was a congratulations card. We had colors, which really let us a lot of there. You will see lots of different colors in here, but we had blue jeans blue and then 2 other colors. An element was the element. This one, take note of this. This is like all over the board. An abstract blob. I had more fun watching for those abstract blobs coming in than I should have on a weekend. But and then shimmer was our random element that we had to throw in somehow or other. But the abstract blob was a hilarious twist, and I totally loved it. This was the card I made. It was super simple, right there on the show. That was another one I ended up making on the show. And if you can't figure out how I did that, that was something that we ended up calling Trash Smash. So it was very fun to make. And there was also some crinkle wrinkle in there and all sorts of fun stuff. So you can watch the show still on YouTube, but that's another story. And then I did a third one, and I used a stamp on this one for a lot of those green blobs. And it was a lot of fun to make. I had fun with it. Yep. Let's see what our friends made. Ellen, Card Monkey Jarvis, was our guest crafter last week. And she made this cute little congratulations card. And she handmade all those little stitches. Aren't those cute? And not like sewing, but just drew them on there. And she hand cut all those little critters too. So she's got a wicked steady hand. And we had a lot of fun on the show, and thank you again, Ellen. I know you're here tonight. Inside is where she put the shimmer, and she took a cue from another one of our guest crafters named Ardith, who was here a couple weeks ago. And Ardith showed us how to swink. So she went swinking on the show last week, and that's what that background is. Thank you again, Ellen. It was fun. Allison Mayo was our first. She's a friend of Ellen's, and she was our first submission, and she did a really pretty little card. You've got the blue. So let's look at this as far as colors. We've got blue jean blue, correct? We've got the salmon-y color, and then we have a light blue. So absolutely flawlessly executed. Another thing is these submissions are way open to interpretation. Blue jean blue is just a way to get you started. +2 means you get to choose 2 other colors. So that's what that is all about. And this was her first submission. So thank you, Allison. We're glad to have you here. Heather from New York made this. And what a simple, great card, though. Abstract blob? Yep. 3 colors? Yep. Congratulations? Yep. And she's got rose gold ink for shimmer and gold card backing. She got it. Girl, you understand this real well. So thank you so much, Heather. This was her first submission, too. I hope it's not your last. She also, oh, it's not, because she sent in 2. This is another one. Look at those abstract blobs. The first one was completely solid. These are real sketchy and very pixelated, could we say. And so 2 different ways that one artist interpreted abstract blob. Pretty fine work there, Miss Heather. Good for you. Thank you. Alyssa is here tonight, and she made a vintagey feel card with abstract blobs for her background, with her little saying right there in blue jean blue. And then she's got that little feather and quill. We were talking about it too, or I was talking to her about it. I said, it's got kind of a vintagey feel. And she said, good, because that's what she wanted. So you pulled it off. Congratulations, and thank you so much for sending in a cute card. Patty Beck, 29th submission in a row. Unless she stops, nobody's catching her. She's this one is a play on words. She says chairs to you instead of cheers to you. Look at those blobs. She used that for a way to color her chairs. Smart work. And I don't think this card would take a long time either. It would, and it would be a fun card to receive too, right? So I think she did a great job. Patty, get your brain. And now she's making Valentines. She told me before the show. Goodness, what a girl. Cards, cards, cards. We do love them. Christina from Ecuador made this cool little card. She made a blob for her sentiment to sit on. And that is a very shiny sentiment in 2. So she's got her shiny, she's got her blob, she's got blob. I was so afraid I was going to spell boob all week, but I didn't. So I was really glad about that. I was checking my spell checking very well though. But anyway, so she has a blob, and she's got some pretty little trees in the background and a nice moonlit night for congratulations. Congratulations on a moonlit night. Okay, I like it. Christina, thank you so much for sending this in, and we love having our Ecuadorian friends here. Teresa and Maylin, Maylin's name didn't show up. Maylin is our 9-year-old contributor, which is really fun to have. I believe this one was Teresa. They had a hard week too. Anyway, we're real glad. Last week when we were on, Maylin's brother was in the hospital and he just got out, so we're real glad to hear that. Teresa is in Missouri, and she made this really, I don't know how she had time to make this, but she did, and we do appreciate that you would give us a little bit of your time, which I know was very, very sparse this week, to make this cute little abstract blob card. It's really cute. I like it very much. Thank you. And then this is Maylin's, and she's got abstract blobs in her shimmer, and she told us that she likes shimmer. And she's got also used this whole different colors though for her blobs, and she even drew a blob around her congratulations. And she did a card last week, you can look back and see that. She drew her bunnies, and they were so cute. So she's like fearless. She's a fearless card maker, and I think that's pretty darn cool. Thank you, Maylin, and I'm glad your brother's better. Hilda Nell is from California. Super cute card with her blobs. Just, I don't even know what that girl's thinking, but I know she's thinking, I just like walking in the blobby land, and I liked it. I just like, it was just something cute about that. Maybe it's the stamp. She's awfully cute with those long legs. I've always wanted long legs, but I think that's just a real cute card, Hilda Nell. And look at the little, one of the things I like about it are the little gems that you have scattered around, and they really add a lot. They just blend into your blobs, and but they set the blobs apart at the same time. I think you did a neat job on it. Your coloring is really good, and good choices. Glad to have you. Lena Marie, I think you were the only gnome this week. It seems like every week we have some gnomes. So this was our gnome of the week. And he's a cute little gnome, and he's got little blobs, shiny blobs in the sky, and he's saying kudos. I think he's just adorable. I just love him with his little round nose. I think he's adorable, and I just want to give him a piece of candy. He's just a nice guy, and I think he did a great job. Every week, Lena Marie I just can't wait to see what she comes up with, and you did it again. You surprised me. Never in my life can I outguess you, but I love having you send in. You're a real solid contributor. I love that. Kiss your brain. You like the gnome? He's a cute gnome, isn't he? Man, Kathy took me back a few years. This paper I had, and I don't even know how old. She's saying like 13 or 14 years old, this paper. I had it. It was a close to my heart paper. We all had it. I think this was something that we could buy in bulk, and I think we all had bulk of it. And so this was literally a blue jean blue. And then she added a couple more colors flawlessly. And her little blob is in a lighter blue under congrats. So she's got it all in there. Lots of shimmer and congrats. Isn't it fun? Craft Roulette is just darn fun. Kiss our brains. We just have a good time. Thank you so much for sending that. Kimberly C. Is from California. And that is the bear state, I believe. And she's got a bear right there on her card. And she said the honey drips, or the shiny stuff behind, the abstract blobs behind the bear, which I thought was a very clever, creative way. She's got little shiny bees circling around that little bear. I don't know if he's in danger or not. But there's a lot of little details on this card that could have been forgotten, but you didn't forget it. You took the time and you did little extra things. I see things that are popped up. You did a little embossing on the congrats, I think, and he's got his little overalls. He's a cute little bear. I want to kiss his brain, but I know bears are dangerous. Yep, the honey drips are cool. You are right. I like them. Very well done. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Oh, that's the inside. Oh, and anyway, that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, Kimberly, thank you so much. And there's that little bee too. Jackie J from South Australia. came in with this little card. I think she's got 2. Yes, this is her first submission, though. And then she's got that pretty, pretty little plaid, and she's got some, I think the shimmer was behind. The shimmer on Congrats, but it was hard to see. But you can. Great choice of colors. You've got the little heart there, which really sets it off and makes it kind of sweet and precious. I really like that block idea behind the letters. I think that's a great way to show off a sentiment, especially a sentiment that has that much command of the card. So it was a nice way to add some interest. So that's cool. That was your first time to send in a submission, and I thank you for doing that, and do it again. Yep, I knew it. She did have 2 cards. This one she made for her son, and this one's so pretty too, with the "so very proud of you." He's going to graduate, and this one kind of threw me off. She said she's in Australia, right? So she said it's a congratulations card for graduating from high school, and he's graduating in November. And I thought, but we always graduate in May, but other side of the world. So I was so proud of myself for figuring that out after not figuring it out much. It took me much too long. But anyway, that's really a pretty card. I know he will treasure it. Thank you so much, Jackie. Mary Neighbor had a busy weekend. She sent me a picture of her darling little granddaughter that was there, and so cute. But Mary was in a habit of sending 3 cards, which was fabulous because she's a fabulous card maker. But she only got 1 in this time. But what a nice thing that you would continue to support and be inspired by the wheel. We appreciate it. This is a very cute little card. She's got little green blobs on there. I really like that scallop. It's a nice touch. It just adds a little bit of pizzazz, to a card. So well done. Thank you. And I'm glad you enjoyed your granddaughter. Jackie's here. Once Jackie's here, I think you're here, we can start. She gives us the okay to start the show. So she's got her little gator there, and real cute. How he just sitting right there, and all those little abstract blobs are all around him. He looks like he's almost in like a game, like a computer game. Bleep, 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 bleep. I don't know if you can do any bleep bleeps on a card like that, but that would work. But it's so cute. I thought you did a cool job of your interpretation with the blobs. It's just fun. It's just fun. Congrats, you used the colors. I loved it. Good job. Let's go on with the show because Jackie's here. Yep. Jackie sends out a 45-minute reminder to her friends that also watch the show. We appreciate you guys in Florida a lot. Sue sent in this beautiful card with an abstract blob being the source of color for her pretty, pretty flowers. That's a whole nother way of being creative with this. Abstract blob almost seems like the whole thing should be very abstract, modern, or I don't know, but this one was a whole different card, and I really thought that was pretty, and I thought that was a great way to use an abstract blob as a coloring source. Well done, Sue. We're always glad to see your cards. Sue Masner was she's also I have 25th submission, so she got her submission started a little later than Jackie than Patty, but she's right behind you. And look how cute this is. She's got, I think there was a card by Mary Neighbor last week that had the little wonky frames, and I think you may have gotten inspired by it, so that's cool. I really like those brick things down at the bottom. That you did a beautiful job. I'm not even sure how you did that. I think it was probably a stencil, and I like stencils. I do. You did a good job, and you've got some blobs going on there. And of course a ribbon and some embellishments. Oh, Sue, you're going wild. So anyway, okay. Yep, it's good. Thank you so much. I always appreciate your friendship and your support. TR's Place, and I'm not sure if I've seen her in the chat room tonight or not, but she sent this little bird, and she made a little note to me, and she said, I know you like birds with long legs. So, and I do. I love a good bird, a good comical bird with long legs. And look at the blobs going on this one. This is like Blob Bird. He's colored by blobs. He's got blobs all around him, and he's got blobs in the frame. He is Blob Bird. And I think he's just adorable. Or is it a she? She has very long eyelashes. So she's just adorable in Tiara's place. I'm so glad you sent that to us so we could all enjoy your long-legged blobbler. Your long-legged blob bird. Say that one 5 times fast. Ugh. That was just the inside to show us that we got the congrats. So good deal. And we're back to moi. So that was quite a week of cards, was it not? How about all those varieties? It's just, to me, it's just unbelievable that you don't all come up with the same thing that I come up with. Yep. Scrap and Katie says she loves the long-legged blobbird. It's really hard to say. So, Katie, are you ready to come back and talk about what we're hoping for the wheel? Oh, she's ready.
You told me
the intrepid,
nice to that wheel today.
The intrepid Katie. What do you think of all those beautiful cards?
So wonderful.
Aren't they just...
And I love how challenges, everybody has their own interpretation, like you said.
Yep.
It's just wonderful.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing, the variety, and that's just in our little old microcosm right here. But that's why Craft Roulette is so much fun. That plus I get to craft with some really great people, but and I get to meet people in the chat room. But other than that, it's just great fun to see what they come up with, and I get to see it all weekend before I put them out live. And then we also have a Craft Roulette Facebook group. If you're not signed up with that, just go to Craft Roulette, look us up, and you answer a couple little questions, and then you can be in the group, the joint. You can be in the joint with us. So anyway, so what are you hoping for tonight, girl? I know you like 6x6 cards. Patty, I didn't take it out because Stephen wanted it in there. So we talked about that earlier. I hadn't answered her. But
a square card would be good. My head has just got all those blobs, so it'd be nice to see the blob again.
We'll probably spin on, if we get a blob, we'll probably spin on. But are you tired of fall colors, or are you tired of Christmas cards after that month of them?
No. Being from Texas, I love fall colors. You can see my shirt is mustardy color.
Yeah.
Christmas, bring it on. In fact, I went into the store the other day and saw all the Christmas stuff, and I was just picking up stuff left and right, and my daughter was like, it's not even Halloween. And I was like, oh, because my brain is just Christmas. Christmas.
Yeah. Yep, it's true. And I think that's true also, you just start thinking in a certain way, and I think that's true with Craft Roulette too, that you start thinking in, okay, I'm going to have 4 things to work with. I can do this. I know how to do this. I'm not going to be afraid. We're going to go on with it. But I think you kind of get used to, like I was saying in the preamble of the show, you kind of get used to a rut, and you kind of get into it. But this kind of breaks you out of it. So,
yes,
we're not going to do a collage, though.
Good. You said you removed that.
No. Okay. Well, if you're ready, I think we'll go to the wheel. And just hang on. Don't change your camera yet. We're going to do the wheel, and then we're going to talk about what we get. And we're not going to have a fit. Okay. All right. Mr. Producer, if you could send me to the wheel. There we go. We always spin for 4 different things. We spin for a project. Then we spin for a color set. We spin, I hope it's a good color. Then we have an element, which is often like an image or something like that. That's where we got that abstract blob last week. And then something random. So we like to do a little warm up. So let's go ahead and spin once. I'm sorry? Okay. All right, so it was a lazy old wheel tonight. Let's see what project we'll be making. Number 6, what is that? A card with a heart. Okay, well that's all sorts of ideas on that one. Let's see what colors our hearts and things shall be. Hearts could be white, of course. Oh, another 6. Primary colors. Okay, well that's not fall at all. But we're gonna have some primary colors and a card with a heart. What else are we gonna have on that card? 2 pumpkins. Well, that's seasonal. We're gonna have Thanksgiving pumpkins, and then we're gonna have a random thing. With a 1, craft paint. Oh, it went to 24. It flipped over to a sanding block. Sanding block pumpkins, primary colored pumpkins. With a heart. Boy, Katie, I don't know. Let's bring Katie back and see what her face looks like. I don't know. It's kind of a collage night again. You know, I was thinking I should go back when we hit 50 shows and figure out the parameters that I liked least. And do a show on those and see if I like them better now. But all right, first impressions, girl. What do you think?
I was good until you picked pumpkin.
Well, remember they don't have to be the big part. You can sneak in a little pumpkin. You don't have to.
That's probably what I'm going to do.
Or even, you know, if you wanted to go a little farther out, you could do pumpkin spicy. Maybe, you know, okay, so how about a latte or something? A pumpkin latte even? If you something like that.
Or, you know, maybe I'm thinking a row of orange pumpkins, because orange is a primary color. The heart can be red, and the heart can be inside the pumpkin. And I'm thinking 3 pumpkins, hearts inside. And then, of course, close to my heart's cardstock. Can't go wrong with close to my heart cardstock and a sanding block.
Yeah,
so,
because
I'm good. I'm good now.
Okay, she's got it. I, however, don't. Maria is asking what a sanding block is. It's just like something you file your fingernails with, like this. Something Ardith had this, and she didn't use sanding blocks either. But it's something. This is a sanding block, and it takes off the first layer of paper or a layer of ink off of paper. What else are we doing? Sanding block. Oh yeah. So it just roughs up a little spot, and it doesn't have to be the big element that you use. It just has to be used somehow or other. Patty says, "Oh, she's got a lot of confidence in us." She says, "Just keep watching. Mary and Katie will show us." There we go. Yeah, it won't be hard. It really won't. And yep, pumpkins do come in all shapes. There's no reason that it couldn't be a shape like a heart. That's a good idea, Vicki. I like that. Yeah, and orange is a secondary color, but it's bright enough that we could do a reddish orange, and it would be we'll go there. So, all right. So, okay, in that case, Miss Katie, we're going to take you off the screen since you're inspired, and I'm going to buy myself a little more time because I'm not inspired, and you go ahead and get whatever you need, and I'm going to try to get myself inspired. All right? Tell us when you're ready to come back.
I'll see you in a second.
Alrighty. Okie doke. So, I'm thinking I need some inspiration. I'm thinking I need lots of inspiration. Okay, I did a card not too long ago, and I think I'm going to use some of those ideas. I think I'm going to use some sort, maybe I'll do a heart here. The heart will be there, and then I'm going to do some strips on the behind it and pull in those colors a little bit and do some stamping, and I'll probably be able to get some little pumpkins in there. I'm wondering. Marie says her sanding block is a wooden stamp with sandpaper hot glued around it. That would work. That would work real well. Oh, a white pumpkin would work too. That pumpkin is kind of a funny thing because we think it's over because of Halloween. The reason that pumpkin I didn't take it off is because Thanksgiving has pumpkins. So I may have just pumpkined myself into a pickle, but pickled pumpkins. But you could also You could do like a latte, a cup, and different ways to get that pumpkin in there. So I think we can be, well, I guess we're just going to have to be creative on this one. I'm going to make mine an A2 card, which I had a couple bases sitting here. An A2 card is just one of those basic 4¼ by 5½. I haven't straightened them out yet. Primary colors are basically blue, red, and yellow. You can always use a neutral, not a problem. So if you want to pull in some black, some brown, some grays, that kind of thing, tans, it's all good. What else do we have? Card with a heart. Card with heart. Yep, I think that's how I'm going to use my heart right there, and then put a sentiment in there. Primary colors, I think I'm okay with that. Pumpkins is like the, pumpkins is going to be okay. Pumpkin is going to be okay. But we're, it's going to be a little stretch. And then, maybe a word scramble with the word, maybe pumpkin could be in the background as a real quiet, if you had an embossing folder with pumpkins, you could use that. And just use a strip of it so that you actually figured out the rules. Kind of like one of those things you kind of sneak through the rules. Oh, if you have a friend that a nickname a pumpkin, a Valentine's card to my little pumpkin. Yeah, you could do that, to my little pumpkin. Pumpkin in the sentiment, Jackie's saying. That's right. Yeah, heart and pumpkins go together is the issue, but we'll get through it. We're going to blast through it. We are. Yeah, it's going to be fine. We're going to do it. Katie, are you thinking you might be ready? She's ready, so we'll bring her back in, see what kind of mischief she's got herself into. I think are we flipping her around? Don't look, we're going to flip you around. There we go. All right, that looks great. Okay, what have you come up with? I'm going to start grabbing a few things too.
Well, I've grabbed a pumpkin stamp. Isn't it pretty?
It is pretty.
Yeah. And there's a little heart. So if I need to play on that little bitty heart,
sure.
I can. And then I also brought in some heart shaker window just in case I want to make a fun shaker window with pumpkins.
That's a good idea.
And then I've got some primary blue and some pattern paper.
Yeah.
And a sanding block.
You got it.
That is what I need.
Do you have a design that you're thinking of?
Absolutely not.
I didn't expect that answer. I really didn't. I thought, oh yeah, I got it. I've got this all figured out. No, not at all. That's not what I was expecting. Wonder if that could be a little
not at all.
Well, good for you. That's just, you're never gonna come back after the stuff the wheel's giving you here, I tell you.
No, it doesn't like me at times.
It wants to stretch you, that's for sure. What about anybody in the audience? What are you guys thinking? Are you coming up with some brilliant ideas on pumpkins and hearts? I am kind of.
I liked your idea of pumpkin. Like, oh hey pumpkin.
Yes. You little pumpkin, you. Peter, pumpkin eater. They're gonna be a big enough one. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, mine's gonna be bright. This will be fun though. I like primary colors. Worked in primary school. I like my primary stuff. I think I want something a little bigger.
Yeah, I've seen some of the comments that are actually, to me, primary. I always think about the Crayola markers that they make you get at the beginning of school.
Right.
But those aren't necessarily truly primary
Legally,
colors.
it's red. It's a color that cannot be made by blending other colors together. But yeah, I'm sure you can find somebody on YouTube that would say that's not true. So, I don't know.
Oh, you can find anything on YouTube these days.
That's an absolute truth. Probably, unless there may be somebody on YouTube that says you can't find everything on YouTube. And that's because that's just kind of how the world is. Okay, I'm just going to make a simple mat, going down 1/4 of an inch on these 2 layers. And then I've got my primary colors. They're very primary. That one's a little short, but we'll go with it anyway. I'm a little short, and I go with myself every day. Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin.
Okay, what other colors?
Red, blue, and yellow.
Red, blue, yellow. Okay. Red, blue, and yellow.
So I'm just going to make some strips. This is a cute little piece of red. And I'm going to pull my heart in and... pumpkin, pumpkin. I may stick. I don't know. Can I cheat on my own? No. I don't even know where this paper came from, but it sure is cute.
You're the teacher. You can't cheat.
I know. Isn't that the pits? This is wicked. The stuff I get myself into. Okay, I'm going to put this one into more. It's a little too chubby. Okay, so then I have this yellow scallop. I might put a heart in there. I'm going to map these on black strips because I think they'll pop up better. And because I have a lot of black strips. Anybody else have lots of black strips? My little guillotine cutter. Yep, it's a good little, it's so handy. A handy little guy. Sometimes I wish he was a little bigger. Sometimes I wish he was a little smaller. Sometimes I wish I could find him more easily. But most of the time we get along just fine. Okay, I had a question for everybody tonight too. Oh, Allison says she has a tiny pumpkin stamp. That's what I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna tiny. So when my daughter was little, and we would be at the pool. I shouldn't. Anyway, she was such a cute little thing, and she had such a tiny little hiney in that her little swimsuit. So I'd say, "Where's the tiny hiney?" And she'd point to her own little rump, and then I'd say, "Where's the big hiney?" And she'd come over and point to mine. I asked for it. I got it.
Yes, you did.
And I got it. I never was too smart. But it was cute. She was so cute. Okay, so this should be a week that we have lots of bright colors. That'll be fun. Because we have...
Neutrals are free, right, Mary?
Neutrals are absolutely free.
Okay.
Well, you can't do anything without a neutral, right? I have a hard time, at least.
I don't.
I can't imagine life without neutrals. Ooh, that's got yellow on the back. Ooh. Is this one? No. Okay. Anyway, I was thinking today, I wonder guess how many different kinds of adhesives you guys have in your stash. I was thinking about all the different kinds of adhesives that we so casually have in our craft rooms. Because I was watching your video on using your dyes for home decor and how you had trouble with you could see the glue dots, and you were saying, well, I got to use a different, I'm going to do this or that. And I was thinking, we all have so many adhesives. And it's like, and they're so specific. And when I was young, we used to have like a garbage man, and now we have garbage for plastics, and we have garbage men for papers, and we have garbage men for this and that and the other. And now we're not any different than, we have all these advanced adhesive kind of concepts too. Alessandra has 4, Vicky has a drawer full. Sandra has at least 6. That'd be a fun crop game.
Mm-hmm.
Allison, do we use all 3 primary colors, or can we use 1 or 2 of them? Probably all 3, but what doesn't really say primary, so no. I suppose you could just use... No, you don't have to use all 3 of them. It doesn't say that. So, yeah. Brenda says she's got a ton of adhesives. Marie says, does duct tape count? Yeah. Well, if it's in your craft stash, yeah. Duct tape is definitely... I don't think people make duct tape dresses and things as much as they used to, but... TR has a... Yep, she's relating to the drawer full, I think. Janet thinks she might have 20. Sue has 9. Sherry has a big drawer full. Oh, and then Sandra is starting to list them. Glue dots, tacky glue, tape runners, liquid glass, double stick tape, hot glue guns. Yeah. Yep. And then, oh, I know what I was, and it also reminded me then of the story I told Katie before. Okay, Vicky's passing up. She's got 2 drawers full. Oh, and Sandra forgot to count her spray adhesives. So, I was telling Katie a story. We were talking about our craft classes before the show started, when we used to get together and spend a lot of time crafting. And I had this one group at the library that would come to class. And this one little lady was so cute and precious. I think she only came once, but she was so cute and so she was sweet. And she goes, you know, I was at a class one time, and I was using this glue stick, the stick of glue, and nothing would stick. And I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't stick. And then she found out it wasn't a glue stick at all. It was a sunblock. And so, of course, it didn't stick at all, but I don't know. So don't count any sunblock in your adhesive drawer. Brenda's got 2 drawers full, too. Oh, my goodness. Patty's got 6. Maria's asking histles. Boy, I'm not sure what that is. Is that something that you heard that... You want to help me out on that one a little bit, Maria? I'm not sure what that is. So, anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, let's see if I have a heart that I can... Does she have a heart? That's a good question. So here's my little heart dies. You know, here's something that I know, like, Crafty Al has this huge wall of dies, but I don't. But one thing I do like to do if I have a whole bunch in a package is just put them on one of these little clasps, so I can pull them all out at once and then go after them. And then I stick the other stuff in back. Yeah, it's kind of a scary thing. It's a word I don't understand. Adhesive. Do you think, is it maybe adhesive, Maria? Which is glues and tapes. Adhesives. I'm wondering. That's what Steven's wondering. That's probably a good guess. Adhesive, which is like your tape runners and glues and things like that. I do talk fast. If you can keep up with me at all, you're very good. Because I do talk fast. Yep, she says that's it. Good job, Steve. Adhesives. It's just what you glue together with. Stick a pumpkin underneath one of those hearts where you can't see it. Yeah, I think I might. I just do high pumpkin. Oh, yeah, that's a cute pumpkin. Yeah, I might. Adhesive is spelled like this.
I'm liking those black, that black mat behind those bright colors.
Oh, thank you. I like a good bright color, but I can barely stand them without some black. So, plays right into me. I'm going to make this red one a little longer. Gonna spread it out a little bit underneath. Oh, instant growth. How to make your papers grow? Cover them up with something else and split them in two. I don't want them straight. I do want them wonky. Wonky donkey. TR says you are a good fussy cutter, Miss Katie.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Do you like fussy cutting? Some people hate it.
I love fussy cutting.
It doesn't bother me. I don't think it's like one of my best skills, but it doesn't bother me. When you started crafting, did they have dies? Or,
oh no.
Yeah, see, me either. So you got used to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was not even on the radar. And then Sizzix came out with that. Theirs, and I got that. Ages and ages. You know, the one where you just lifted when you went like this? Had the handle. That was my first one.
Okay, I'm going to start sanding.
Okay.
So
oh, I forgot sanding. I'm glad you said something. I'm gonna take this black.
Cardstock sanded, which my favorite thing to do is add like a score line, or take your embossing tool or your bone folder.
Yep, that's a good one.
Line.
I think I'm going to do the edge of this one just because I forgot.
Blue cardstock. I love blue cardstock sanded because it almost makes it look like denim.
Right. Right. It is a good look.
And then here is a fun tip for you guys. You may have seen this on a YouTube video of mine or before, but take a lint roller and it'll get all that sanded dust off of your project.
Ah, that's great.
And your surface.
I have mine right by me. Never put it up, use it with my clothes, so.
Yep.
I think I will do that right now because I'm doing it right over my project. Like a real smart girl. There, I sanded.
Funny is one day or one night I have to craft late at night because my kids are always needing me for something.
That's because they love you.
Yes.
You're a good mommy.
And so I was crafting late at night and I was sanding. I think it was for convention. So I was sanding a whole bunch of cranberry cardstock.
Oh, gosh.
And then, of course, went to bed and then woke up and I have sinus problems. And so every morning I have to blow my nose. Well, I blew my nose and there was red cranberry dust that just, not like dust. It almost looked like my nose was bleeding.
Oh my gosh.
And I had to sit there and I had to think, what in the world? And
what's wrong with me?
It dawned on me. Oh yeah, that's got to be cranberry paper dust.
WebMD doesn't even have it. They're going to name it after me. Oh no, it's the worst. That's funny. We had a class one time. It was a scrapbook class, and there was you had to sand some orange paper. And one of the sweet students said, "Oh, I love sanding. Let me do that for everybody." So she did it, and her shirt got all orange. It was great. She was still a good sport about it, but I haven't seen her in a long time.
Did she send you a cleaning bill? Or?
Shortly after that. Wonder what she would do for pumpkin tonight. Maybe she has problems with orange now. Oh dear. Maybe I'll look her up and see if she's We have a question here. Okay, Lena Marie says, is it acceptable if I take my primary colors, oh, you're going to use paints, cool, and mix them so now they have a bunch of secondary colors? Well, dang, girl. What do you think? I think if you have some primary colors also, and since it's paint, I don't, you know, it's going to be hard not to have some secondary colors mixed in. That's how but if you can maintain the dignity and the integrity of some primary colors in there, I think that would be okay. Oh, Patty thinks, oh, she's sticking to it. She's a teacher from way back. She's got those teacher rule things. And I'm like, oh yeah. Try to keep it mostly primary, but that's a really good question. I you know, if something bleeds into something, it's not like the end of the world. This is a creative thing. So, but to honor the wheel, we'll try to stick it with primarily to the primaries.
So the wheel does justice for the next guest.
That's right. We have to keep the rules, right? So, because then once I start bending them, oh, I get all confused. And then I have to be a hard nose. I'm not a very good hard nose, because it often comes off as kind of this aggressive, mean thing, and I'm not good at it. I'm gonna. So, is that how you would answer it in school, Patty? I need some help. Let's see. So, my pumpkin. I am gonna just print, "Hello, pumpkin." Oh, you got a lot of bleeding, but you can honor the wheel. You can start a new card. That wheel, man. The wheel's bowing to you right now. Appreciates it. Oh, Ashley says, for someone wanting to do an orange pumpkin, could you layer a red and yellow vellum as a die cut? I don't have vellum, but it could work for somebody else. Well, nice. You know, if it comes in, it comes in. That's kind of, there's my, I'm not going to not show it unless it's dirty or naughty. So, and yep, tissue paper. We were using tissue paper yesterday in card class. Tissue paper would work too if you didn't have vellum. It's a different look. So, yeah. Oh boy, you guys are really, I'm not going to look at the chat room anymore. You're making it too hard for me. I'm having to think. Oh my gosh. Make decisions. Use your good judgment and your creative mind. You'll be fine. Hello, pumpkin is going to go right here. Maybe hello up here and then pumpkin down here. Hello, pumpkin. Hello, pumpkin. Can I do it small enough? Or maybe just hello on the outside and then pumpkin on the inside. I don't do I have what I do with my eraser. Well, I don't know what I did with it. This'll work. How are you coming along, girl?
I'm coming. I kind of took a turn, so now I'm having to go back and
I'm going to stop for a second and see
grab
what you're doing.
stuff.
Oh yeah, that's cute. Yeah, now see, you're being able to take advantage of the primary or the neutrals. That's good. So that's a whole different twist. I like that.
I'll bring my red in somehow.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm going to bring my red in somehow. I just don't know how yet.
Maybe some little, you could even do it with jewels or something. You'll figure it out. Yes, Maria, is adhesive. A good word. It covers all sorts of things too. It's not, an adhesive is not just one thing. There's some red. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this hello. Oh, are we ready? Okay. All right. Okay, very good. Let's do something different first, just for a second. Yep, it's time. Surprise, 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 surprise. It's time for a giveaway. Yes, yes, yes. I have a card from earlier, and a card all picked out from an earlier wheel. And it's time for you to put a number in the chat room, 1 through 24. I have a very astute number watcher, and whoever gets that number first, if it matches the wheel, gets that card and the very little prize inside of it. So here come those numbers. Oh boy, now they're coming in fast. Woo, 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 36 seconds left. That's fun. You are quick on the draw. My gosh. Don't go above 24. There you go. There's all sorts of good numbers in there. Wowzer, wowzer. Fun. You guys did great. Sue, you didn't use your usual. Jackie, oh my goodness. Just get the one number. Fun, you guys. You're good number counters. Fun deal. Yay! You know what that means. It means it's time to spin. Everybody, get ready. Get set. Whoever has the number first in the list. Oops, just a second. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Stop putting in the numbers. Stop it, I say. With all the power in the world, stop it. Okay, let's find out who wins the card with a very, very small gift inside. Who was the first person to get number 4? Go clear up to the top of the list. Maria! Maria, you will have to DM me your address. Don't put it in the chat, but DM me your address and I will send you this card. How exciting, I get to send a card to Ecuador. Very fun. Thanks, guys. Can we go ahead and spin again? Let's spin again for somebody else. Use those same numbers. And if Maria wins, we're going to spin again. But here we go. Who chose 11? Who's going to get the card with the very small gift? I saw that. Clear at the top. Probably the second one then. You didn't get one? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to spin again because you can only have one number at a time. So let's see who else had 11 or another number. 18. Hilda now, I do not have your address. So, nice. That's fun. So DM me your address and I'll send you this nice little card with a very small gift inside. Fun, you guys. That's fun. You guys really got in there fast. That was very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, that's all the excitement for the night. No, there's plenty. There's plenty. All right. How is Katie doing? Thank you guys for playing. Oh, look at there. You're a good stamper. You should do it professionally. Look how she's got that little foam underneath there. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sometimes our stamps, so they don't have, especially with the solid stamp sets, you want either a foam, or if you have one of these mats, you can always use the back of it. And it just allows for a little bit of give for that stamp set.
Yeah, because
our ink and our stamps are designed where you don't have to rock them back and forth, and you don't have to put a lot of pressure on them.
Right, and there's a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I never got into the flipping the mat because I always have so much stuff on it.
Mhm.
So, I mean, honestly,
Me too.
like, that's not even a thing. That's not even a possibility. So, I don't know where to put that hello. I'm not happy with my hello. Maybe it just comes down here. Maybe I just do it without that. I don't think I want the extra piece. And if I do mess it up, then I can put something over it. But it's kind of taken away from the glory of it all. Okay, stand up, Mary. You're going to get crooked otherwise. Gently down. Don't push too hard. Ta-da! Straight up. Hello. Now, since I am going to do a noun of direct address, I'm going to put a comma, because I'm that way. And then I think instead of writing right on the inside of my card, which I'm going to write pumpkin, I'm going to do it on here and then put it inside. So that will make it easier for me. I'm not going to worry too much about making it beautiful. It's going to be simple.
So you're going to hand do pumpkin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
There we go. It's just a little print. Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy at all. I've got on a baseball jersey. I don't have. This is not fancy at all. Hey, something we are doing something new now. If you can't be here on Friday night, well, I'm talking to you guys, and you're here on Friday night. But if you can't be here on Friday night, we are starting to have the premiere, which is almost live, on YouTube on Saturdays on Craft Roulette YouTube. So just keep that in mind if there's a Friday night when you're busy. At noon, yes, at noon.
On
Central time.
Saturday.
Central time. Because maybe you're sitting at a game and waiting for something. You can just tune in on your phone.
I know. I think, Mary, you're the only one that can get me in my craft room this early on a Friday night.
Well, kiss my brain.
Probably the only one that can get me in my house this early on a Friday night.
Well, I know you're super busy, and I do appreciate you spending time here. I know it takes effort.
Well, no, I appreciate you inviting me.
Oh, it's fun. You're a nice gal.
And my husband's gone with the kids.
Oh, okay. Well, anytime you want to tell him you're on, you just let me know.
Yes. Write me a prescription.
I'll never.
Yeah, in her craft room.
That's right. You know, I had a downline one time, and her dad was I don't know, maybe he wasn't, but her grandma doctor, when she was in the nursing home, wrote a prescription for her to have a cocktail every night. So it can be done, I guess.
I love that.
Okay, we'll just load this guy up a little bit too, since he keep those primary colors happening. I sanded the edges of my black. Not much, but I did. It was pretty just keeping the rules there.
Speaking of adhesive, do y'all ever lose something and you have no idea where it's at?
Oh gosh.
That doesn't happen at all, does it?
Oh gosh. On my mask.
I swear, I just had.
And that's it.
Those are micro dots.
And that's the thing. You can have them literally moments ago, and they disappear. It's just phenomenon.
And they would be under a pile of paper and catalogs and stamps.
Well, Craft Roulette has me cleaning up my mask every Friday, which is pretty impressive because I can't start the show with it all messy. So, like, where the wheel is usually covered with all sorts of things that I've thrown to the side. So it's a good thing. It's encouraging good habits. Yay. Oh, Judy says a lot of patients get cocktails in nursing homes. Well,
Like medicine cocktails or like real cocktails?
I think real cocktails as
Really?
I also hear that a lot of there's some frisky patients in nursing homes too. That just lots of things go on in those nursing homes.
Mm-hmm.
So did you ever, are you like a big fan of, speaking of nursing homes, are you a big fan of them? No, are you a big fan of fried green tomatoes?
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh. Book, movie, or both?
I don't read, so
Okay.
movie.
Okay. Well, I've never seen the movie, but I've read the book several times. And they're going to have a new movie or TV series or something. Yeah. And I do have a friend that I sign my cards to her Ninny, and she signs her cards Miss Ruth. So it's just, and I read an article, because I read really good articles in really fancy magazines like the Costco Connection, and I read an article about Fannie Flagg, and she has a new book that's available at Costco, and about Bud Threadgood. So I don't know if I'll read it, but I probably will. But it's such a charming story. Such a charming story. Oh, TR, you like my card? Thank you. Oh, Janet said the doctors used to order cocktails for hospital patients too. Oh, yes. Fun fact for a Friday night. Yes. Because no one wants a patient going through DTs if they're a regular drinker. Yep. That's probably a real good point. Gosh. You just never know what's going to happen on this. What conversation where it will go in this show, I tell you. It's good. Good stuff. Nobody else is going to know about what we're talking about, right?
That's right.
Yeah. I think mine's pretty good. I may add a few little sequins. Just because I can.
That's how my red got there.
You just take your time. Don't worry about it. We're here all night. So do you guys have any questions about what the parameters are now that we've had some discussions? Are you working on a project, or are you just going to let yourself sleep on it? You feel inspired? I'd love to have you join. Don't be shy. Just play. It's fun. You get featured on the blog on Monday and then on next week's show. We'd love to see what you have. Because, somebody will find something in it that makes them go, oh, I never thought of that. And that's very, very cool. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Maria. And Brenda loves both the cards. Thank you. Oh, Judy once spilled some cheap whiskey all over a med cart and tried to explain it. Well, I bet that took some effort. Funny. I thought it was just all shot injections in the hospitals. Ugh. What do I know?
So I think I'm finished with the outside of my card, and usually I like to bring in the same elements to the inside.
Yes, you do. I've seen that.
So I've sanded another piece of paper, and I've got this yellow shimmer trim. I'm trying to, since y'all were watching me live, I felt like I needed to hurry, so I couldn't keep my starter piece.
Aw. Well, it does feel like you have to keep at it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there we. Oh, maybe I should put a little sequin right there. What'd I do with them? That black heart's kind of grumpy looking, but it'll look friendlier with a little red sequin. Ooh, that's way too much glue. Oh, Hildenelle's working as she watches. Are you whistling while you work?
I'm
And
gonna have that song in my head now.
Teresa, okay, you got in late, so you're gonna work later. She actually cannot see the top of her desk right now, so she has some cleaning to do. Dare I say you have a mess right now, my dear Teresa? I think it sounds like you have the definition of a messy desk. I'm going to leave something in here so that can dry without sticking together. And I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the chat and see what Katie's doing inside. So what size card is that, ma'am?
It's a standard size. It's just,
Oh, okay.
I have it scored. Well, it was scored correctly.
It's scored just fine, I think. Yeah.
Yes. I made this one for a blog hop that's live on my channel right now.
Oh, that's very cute.
And so this is the other part of that.
I see. And don't forget to go to Scrap and Katie and subscribe. We'll see.
Yes.
Yeah. Plus, you're just gonna want to binge. She does some really, really good things, and she has some really good tips. A disaster mask. Yes, I understand that concept, Teresa. Understand. How long is? I mean, it's like a record amount of time. The smallest amount of time on record is how fast you can make your craft desk messy. It's immeasurable, I think, sometimes. It's so fast. I do want to tell everybody we have another tailor coming next week. Jessica Taylor from her website is called inkitupwithjessica.com. I've not met her, but she seems like just a real happy crafter. and Alessandra just subscribed to you. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
She also has an Instagram account, so if you want to get ahead of the program, you can check out Jessica Taylor. And she's been crafting for 21 years, and you've been crafting, like card crafting, for many, many years too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Both my maternal and paternal grandmothers were very crafty. So I mean, that wasn't really paper crafts.
Uh-huh.
And then in high school, the cheerleaders and drill team, had to pick a guy and follow them through all their sports. I'm from a tiny, tiny town.
Oh, wow.
And so the guys played everything. And so we had to do a scrapbook for them each year.
Oh.
So I've actually been scrapbooking since high school. And then, of course, once you have kids, you got to keep on scrapbooking.
Yeah.
It never stops.
Yeah. But aren't you glad?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing. It is. Katie's YouTube station or channel is called Scrappin' Katie.
Yes.
It's SCRAPPIN KATY. There it is. Oh, Stephen just put it in for you. Scrappin' Katie.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And her name is, her whole name is Katie Donaldson Taylor. Yep. You got it. I think you must have found her. So.
Okay. I think I'm done.
I think I'm done. I think we did it. Yay.
Right.
Yeah. I like yours very much. I like how you pulled in just the neutral browns. I didn't think of it. I didn't even come close to thinking of it. So, and then I went real bright and punchy, and you went kind of bright or a little more muted. It's cool. And I like how you use those red gems like I suggested.
Yes.
It was good. Yeah, and your sanding looks great. Doesn't that look like blue jeans? It does.
It does.
It's so cool. Very nice. Now that only works with cardstock that has a white core. So If you don't have white core paper, you don't get that cool look. So you can sand all you want, but it won't do that. So we're getting some nice love in the chat room. That's nice. Thank you guys. That's cool.
Yes, thank you. I'm getting those notifications for y'all subscribing.
Oh, are you?
I really am happy. Yes.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat.
Thank you.
Yay. We've done our job. What we're going to do next is we're going to come back up to our challenge screen, and so that we can remind everybody that they can play along. And then don't leave, Katie, but while we have you off, we're going to have you flip back to your beautiful face, and we'll sign off together, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Oh, there I am. You have 48 hours to join us. Just remember, use the parameters. Don't make it complicated. Make it primary colors and some, oh gosh, I can't remember, but they'll be all written out. You'll be fine. Primary colors, heart, pumpkin, but you can do it with some kind of creative twist, but just keep it, honor the wheel. Anyway, you're gonna be fine, and it's gonna be fun to watch all your cards come in and see how you have interpreted this. Send your submission. The submission board stays open until midnight on Sunday, and it's on craftroulette.live. There's a submit project button. You just click on that, and it walks you right through it. If you do have a friend that has never joined us, please share with them. Tell them that they can watch the premiere replay tomorrow at noon on YouTube, and I will be in the chat. So if they have any questions, it's another way that we can chit chat, because I don't get to chit chat too often here. And so it's kind of fun. Just remember, you are a creative person. This is just an exercise to help you, spur you on to get some ideas and some parameters to help you pull in some ideas, so that it's not a blank sheet, that it isn't overwhelming, that you saw in all those submissions, all those different ways that people figured out how to use those parameters. You've got the same opportunity, and we all want to meet your creative side. So please join us. If you're a little shy, don't be. We're all just here for the creative joy. And so just remember that. Kiss your brain every time you get a little closer to the end of your card, or the first time, especially if it's your first submission. Kiss your brain a lot. And we will be sending you kisses for your brains all over the place next week on the show. All right, shall we get Miss Katie back up and say goodnight for our Friday, so that we can get her? She's going to stay in her craft room. She told me all the things she still has to do. So if you're ready, oops, I don't think you're quite ready, Katie.
No, you're seeing my craft room.
It's cool. You got lots of things going on.
It's messy.
It's a mess. You are my people.
You
are my people. Just a second, guys. I guess you just get me for another minute. So thank you so much for being here. I think I've had a great night. I hope you have enjoyed it too. If you do have any questions, you make sure you check out my blog too, Mary Gunn Fun, GUNNFUNN.com. There's loads of Craft Roulette information. Every show is on that blog. There's also, I've been blogging forever, so there's a lot of stuff in the history if you are so led to just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. Craft Roulette Facebook group, make sure you can sign up there too. We feature the different cards that come out, and okay, I can see, and she's having trouble. She's still on her desk. So she's having a hateful camera moment. Darn it. We'll give you another minute. It's okay. I can keep talking. I can talk about glue sticks in people's purses. We can talk about how you do that. Would be a fun thing to do too. Go ahead and count how many different kinds of glues you have, and tell us in Mary Gunn Fun's Facebook group. We'll start a thread. It'll be fun. She's almost ready. I can see her earrings and her chin. We're getting closer. Before I saw her table, so we're getting closer. And you know. And when you're live, these things happen. And we've never had a perfect show. So this may be the only problem we have. Hey, we found her. She's ready. There she is. All right. Yay. Good perseverance. Kiss your brain. That was good. Yep. It was another fun Friday. It's good times. Thank you so much for being here tonight, Katie. I really enjoyed crafting with you. You made a really cute
For
card.
inviting me again.
So much fun. We, who knows? We've got some really fun things planned. So guys, make it a regular time to come back on Friday nights. Like I said, we have another Taylor next week. I think she's going to be sweet. And we'll need all the friendly people in the room that we can get, because that does help, doesn't it, Katie?
Oh, yes.
Knowing that we've got a friendly crowd, boy, I wouldn't want anybody throwing tomatoes at us, rotten tomatoes. No, not a good time. Any parting words?
No, just thank you, girls, for joining us. I saw a lot of familiar names and then some new names. And again, thank you so much for going to my YouTube channel and subscribing. And I can't wait to see what you guys make and submit before the weekend is over.
That's right. Thank you so much. And Katie, we're going to take you off, but don't leave, because we're going to get our thumbnail for the YouTube. Okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back for it with you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.
Kiss your brains. Everybody kiss your brains. Have a great weekend. Have some fun. Be careful and stay safe. Bye-bye. Hi. Thank you for tuning in to Craft Roulette. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about my other project, Fun University. Fun U is my online papercraft art school geared toward those who like to create. I'm live for 15 plus hours a month in our digital classroom. All lessons are recorded and archived in our library. Each lesson is paired with extensive documentation, extra examples, digital guides built on our own unique guide system, student galleries, and more. We have a unique think outside the kit approach to card making, scrapbooking, and miscellaneous papercraft art. We are perfect for the crafter who embraces the creative process and wants to thrive in the medium of their self-expression. Check us out at fununiversity.com. The first month of classes is always free.